Well. I want to post a video for the people who sleep the last 8 years and wake up. We all fall asleep and wake up 8 years older. And the ones who make love, they all have the 7, the 6, the 5, the 4, the 3, the 2, the 1, and the pregnancy. Well, I don't think there is much I have to say anymore. But I will find time to pick out important things that I discover in my life journey, because ordinary school children get pregnant and make me. So I am a weaned from the school. My mother was 13, my father was 20. In school, they get pregnant, and I was born with a fishnet, spider web, my mother say. My grandmother say fish net. My mother say a spider web. My mother was 13, she is a little child. My grandmother was 72 years. So who should I believe? Well, I think both of them don't know what I was born with, but the key is not what you're born with. It's the friends you make and how you're gonna go forward in life. And what you think is the best way to advise people who don't know why people die. And if your own illusion, you spend time with yourself a lot, not going anywhere, don't make friends out of yourself, but make friends inside yourself, and able to take 1 year off the internet and able to challenge yourself in a homemade video, get problems with neighbors, fix problem, and then have situation, good days, bad day, and then say, okay, let me go back to the universe and try to talk to the few people I know that may have think the worst of me in my videos, or may have get the chance to agree with me. And I just want the ones who agree with me, you need to know, just because you have a situation that match up with mine, it doesn't mean life, we are not here to agree with one another. We are here to observe and have conversation, and not everything we believe people say we have to accept. That's what life is, because I get a chance to find out that life has nothing to do with learning. Life have nothing to do with education. I think education is just a place where they build people to to be set up to have competition. And to interpret that in my bad English, I'm from Sierra Leone, but doesn't mean my flesh belongs in Sierra Leone, because my flesh is all over the world. Now, but my wind was manifest in Sierra Leone. Now, the key is why I say school is a place where competition and jealousy is. Well, in the morning, all the mothers who bring their children, some of them have posh car, some of them don't. Their children have new clothes, new shoe, the best bag, and school is making party for these kids. And a mother who have the best husband with a big paycheck gonna make the biggest party in the school. And in the classroom, the teacher was a child in the school that have a friend they like. Their eyes look big now because they getting tall, but the teacher was one of the children in the school. Keep in mind, it take the same bedroom to send the same faces to the classroom. Exactly the same faces going to the classroom, only this time the house address is different. Now, the teacher was in the classroom, have friends the teacher like, and the friends the teacher don't like. It's the same way as an adult, the eyes is there to like the same little child in a classroom, and the ones the teacher not gonna like. And if the teacher don't like an attitude from one of the children, and the teacher is supposed to call the child secretly and talk to the child, but when the teacher gonna shout at the child and the rest of the children hear it, that child is ashamed forever in that classroom till the next teacher came. It is really important to know, where do we get competition? Do we get competition in our houses because our mother did not give us enough food together with our brothers and sisters? Or do we get competition based on the things we see TV is showing us who have the best and stuff? It is nice, but TV is beautiful, but TV also make a lot of people get divorced, because if you show a husband and a wife just buy a house and a car and everything, and this wife who was just kissing her husband have no dream, just see something and say, well, I want you to buy me what's that man buy for her. And people, either your wife was home alone, watch something, you was not home, you come home, you're like, oh, my wife is home, the house is safe, but the radio is on, the TV is on. You don't know what she see before you come back home. Maybe she watched Jerry Springer, or there is another show that is the cheater. They show how a husband going to cheat and how a wife, and you don't know what your wife see, and you don't know what your husband see when he's driving in a highway. The world people need to know. Life is all about seeing. I believe there is another way to educate mankind, not by the book. I believe the only best way to educate mankind, if you look all over the world, you will find out all the ones who build plane, boat, yacht. There is a boat, the little one, and there is a big ships. All the ones who be, it take a movie for them to build. Their eyes see, they look at a picture, they watch the movie, and they do exactly what they see in the movie. So it's really important. School should not get rid of the books. I think the teacher should read the book and make a video for the children. They are not children in the universe. They are little people that already grow up in the universe. The old woman have the daughter that have the grandchild. And when the stomach swell again, the wind that visits the old woman, all the age, she was the 10, she was the 20, she was the 30, she was the 40, she was the 50, she was the 60, she was the 70, she was the 80, she was the 90, all the age she climbed, now going to visit her grandchild, and now coming out of the stomach. And I think the grandchild is smart enough to talk to the child. And if the child going to school, the other grandchild that become the teacher, you have to try to take the book at home together with your own classmate, your own colleague, read something and tape it. Learn the kids with your mouth speaking. Make the kids read your lips. You have to talk to the kids. The kids have pregnancy. Pregnancy from the 200-year pregnant woman down to the 170, the 140, the 110, the 90, all the way down. It is really important that you pay attention that the child in the classroom is the adult in the house. You have to make it easy for the child if you want the child to learn. You don't ask the child to do mathematics. You don't force the child to read when you know the same child is the you that was in the classroom. You was there. The boy who get you pregnant was in the school. His DNA was in the classroom. You was there. So it is really important that in this video I just try to explain what I went through and what I observed. And being a person that never entered a classroom to learn anything, but I learned through observation. And I think in the future it is really important that the world know when you kiss somebody, 5 years later you're going to the school with your flesh. You kiss somebody, you make love. It take you the big person to go to school. It is you. So if you're now big, you're going to school 5 years later blindly out of you. Why can't you find another way to make sure the student who's about to graduate, why you gonna allow them to go to read the book for your own love making? You controlling a child who graduates from school. They have to grow up and have fun, make it exciting for them, allow them to able to take time off and read the book and make a video, make funny videos, show the children life activity. Anyone who build a house or office or shop, it take a video for them to build it. Their eyes see and build. They don't need a book. There's no text building a house. There's a sketching. There's a drawing. You can use drawing to learn the kids. Draw things. But you have to take the alphabet away. 26 letter is manipulated to look like 1,000 words. It is really not good for our blood cells. And whatever you feed the children is what they're going to feed us when we die. Our wind is going inside these little kids. They are tiny little tree growing up. In their stomach is our dead body. We own the life. Our life gonna disappear out of us and go in their husband's stomach, and they dump a summer fly, which is our gods. The summer fly, what we breathe in is what the gods fly with in summertime. In the wintertime they disappear, they come in the house. It is our responsibility to know what we feel. We should not say yes to the summer fly every time, because if you say yes, then they will come and multiply, and they are smarter than us. We are just a feeling. When they take over, we will never get the chance to be ourselves again. We need to be illiterate humans that love one another and joke in life. We can fight with one another. We can have disagreement. Every night when we fall asleep, everybody is back inside their pregnancy. I am now 60 times 9 months, 3 of January. Since the 3 of February 1972 to the 3 of January, I am 60 times 9 months. So it is really important that everyone in this universe, please take a pen and paper and check your husband, the pregnancy date. If you know the day he's born, you can check when his mother and father get pregnant. You check it, and then you check every February 29. It is your business, and it's really nice if you're gonna get pregnant for your husband, not for your brother in the hospital. I think it's really important that all sisters know you're not a sister, you are the mother forward in time. And I think it is a law. It is by far sinful if you're gonna always print your son and never go to the hospital to collect the sperm out of your son, put it inside of you when you become the sister, to make sure you have his body so he can grow up to fall in love again. Please think about what the wind is saying. The wind is the electricity. I translate. I'm now getting up from this video. I'm gonna clean the house. I'm gonna do things what normal people do. But when I have to post a video, it's just the nothing. From the darkness came the wind, and then came nature, came the snail, become the rat, become the monkey, become the gorilla, become us. And now we are stuck on fashion because the bee exciting light in our eyes, and the snail is living in our mouth to taste the food, and everything else what we see does not exist. When we fall asleep every night, we're back inside the stomach. So take care. And I have to really think this time before I post anything. You're not supposed to agree with me. You can do it your own way, but I think whatever we make difficult, if you make difficult learning for the children, when we die, when we transit, they're gonna give us the same school book. So make it easy for us when we're gonna transit. Take care.